Midnight, pre-flight.
Star Trek, yes, intro. We're watching What is Starfleet, which is a propaganda piece, and 4.5 Vulcans, which is super racist.
Yep, and I will have some thoughts on them both.
She packed my bags last night. Pre-flight. 0
Good
hour.
morning.
9.
Good evening.
It is warm in here.
It's hot in Topeka.
Topeka, Kansas?
Yeah, it's hot in Topeka.
Is that like a spy phrase? Is that like how you contact your
No,
dead
that
drop?
is a reference to Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which is a cartoon I watched in my childhood, where one of the characters is super bored and watching the weather, and for like 5 minutes just keeps repeating, "It's hot in Topeka."
Was that blue?
It was blue, yes.
You know, I should
That's
really.
all I know about Topeka. I didn't know it was in Kansas. I just know it's hot in Topeka.
I'm assuming that there's other Topekas, but like usually when people say Topeka, they're talking about. It's like there's a Kansas City in 2 states.
Missouri.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, today's episodes are a little.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe them as. Look, we have a writer's strike.
Yeah.
We've been doing this stream
Anson
for
Mount
over
gives us-
5 years now. 5 years and 3 months. And we're
And
ending
we're 1
it
week away.
on a writer's strike where it just
Is this the
tanks.
last? Is this the last stream?
No,
The
but
next
second
week
to
is-
last. It'll still be a writer's
Oh,
strike
man.
next week. Next week is the last stream ever.
No, you're gonna finish
5-year
Strange New
mission.
Worlds.
Am I? I don't know about that.
What if we bribe you with money
I don't want
and
your,
friends?
I don't want your blood money.
Blood money? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I
what this
earn my
is.
money trying to save the planet by developing electric vehicles, okay?
Sure. Oh god, it was a 5-year mission. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. 5-year.
A 5-year mission to explore Strange New Worlds. We did it. It took us 5 years to get to Strange New Worlds.
We made it all the way to. I have 2 McDonald's double cheeseburgers and a large fry. Would anybody
Okay.
like some McDonald's?
No, I'm boycotting
No,
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Yeah.
What do they do now?
Israel.
Multiple things.
It's just cheap, and it was buy one get one for $1, and then a
Yeah, but there's other cheap places
$1.59
around
inside
that
strip.
McDonald's isn't so good that I feel any particular need to buy from them.
I mean, a multitude of years ago, I did get a free McDonald's from McDonald's themselves at the UK HQ.
Okay.
You know, I don't have that many options here, Ryan. There's only McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, KFC, Jimmy John's, Little Caesars,
Costco?
Jets Pizza. Costco's kind of far away.
Oh. I've been doing a lot more shopping at Costco. I keep buying their pizzas. I can't
The
stop.
exciting conclusion to the season-long plot
pizza
of
slice or the
Captain
entire
Batel
pizza?
turning
The
into
whole
a
thing.
statue.
I mean, I'm not eating the whole thing in one day. There's 4,000 calories of pizza there, but I can't stop. I shouldn't have bought a membership.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Uh, So I guess the question of the day is going to be, is Beto Ortegas, that's his last name, is he a good filmmaker? Not in terms of
no.
what is his message, but in terms of like the quality of the filmmaking itself. His camera
The
angles,
editing
his
and the
cuts.
composition.
Yeah. Also 5,
Mm.
4, 3, 2, 1. play. There might
So
be separate critiques about his message.
Fun fact: when Star Trek 2 came out, Gene Roddenberry was upset, and I think also even more for Star Trek 6, that he said Starfleet was not supposed to be a military, and in Star Trek 1, the motion picture, it's kind of not a military.
So then what was the military supposed to be,
McCoy-
Gene? Or are we just
This is
supposed to
very
roll-
McCoy
important
shows up.
setup here. This is
McCoy-
supposed to be a finished documentary.
McCoy shows up in bell bottoms. You know it's not a military.
If Starfleet's not the military, who is? Because they still need one. There's a lot of hostile empires out there.
Here's my problem with having a military as well as
It
the
is the
scientists.
de facto
No,
military of the Federation.
right, but no offense, soldiers are supposed to die.
And scientists are supposed to learn.
Oh, Christ,
So if you
just
send your smartest
suddenly
people...
spiked in volume. Did you just switch microphone inputs?
Sorry. I did, sorry. Testing 1, 2, 3.
So what you're saying is there should be no science staff on warships.
No, what I'm saying is, though, you can't send your smartest people to die all the time because... I don't want to put it indelicately, but that's all I'll say.
So what you're saying is you need people who are just trained on how to fly the ship, but are otherwise cannon fodder.
Unfortunately. I mean, and
Ooh,
plus the idea is also...
He's doing the Spider-Man speech. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Oh, Spider-Man says that?
Some guy says
No.
it
Wearing red
when a villain is
Some
colours.
guy
trying to
in the
get
subway.
Spider-Man.
Canon
Or was
fodder,
it L
basically.
train, right? Was it the subway when it was above ground? Is it
I
L
don't
train?
remember, man. I haven't seen that since 2004.
I was just learning about the Roosevelt Island tramway, and I'm like, no one except Spider-Man showcases that. And I wrote that years later.
Why is it classified? Wait, it's not classified how many
L-train in
weapons
Spider-Man 2.
the ship has, like in terms of phaser banks and torpedoes, but it is classified how many pistols they have on board. Why? Who cares? Also,
Yeah.
okay, Beto, back up.
Just replicate more pistols.
Oh yeah, this is filmed 16:9, which is the traditional television ratio. But the rest of the series is filmed 21:9, which is more of a movie cinematic ratio.
God,
But so what I was saying
absolutely
was, though,
everybody who talks to Spock has
Nobody
to be like,
bothered counting, and saying
"Oh,
the
aren't you
number is
half humans?" Like,
classified
yeah, we
sounds
know.
more interesting.
Relax.
also Freedom of Information Act is a cool thing. You can request the names and salaries of all your public servants,
Hmm.
which is a good thing.
If you ever have to get records from the police department or something, they charge you like $10 or $15. But if you fill out a FOA form, they have to give it to you for free. So the question is filling out the form worth your time? So that's a personal decision.
He is a good filmmaker, although he has the use of a drone here.
Is he really using a drone though?
He is.
Do they film
yes.
it actually with a drone, or do they just no? Like, I mean, he's
Oh.
filming with a
Shaky cam
drone in the show, but like, are they actually using a drone to film this footage, or are they just got a guy holding a camera? I think they just have a guy
These-
holding.
I don't know. Some of these moves look
Yeah.
drony.
Because we don't hear it.
We
Yeah, well,
never
you can
hear
do
a
that in
drone.
post.
That's the point.
You can do that with pan and scan post processing to make it seem drony.
Oh
There
my
is
god,
this,
you can't just discharge a phaser in your quarters lawn.
I saw this YouTube where they were showing how to replicate drone style shots without a drone.
Hmm.
It was kind of neat.
Like, why? We have drones. Just what's the
Well,
point?
because drones are expensive. So if you're a content
Drones are
creator
cheap.
and you good drones are expensive.
Right. I mean, but if you just need to zoom in on
Like I want
Beto
Go ahead.
here, it's not a big deal.
a Mini 5 Pro.
Would on
Just
fire
DJI's
first? Tune in next
Yeah.
week
Did
to
you
find out.
DJI is an amazing company. The drones keep getting cheaper and
If it
cheaper
were a
for
drone,
consumers.
they could mute the audio and replace it in post.
Yeah.
Presumably a boom camera, though.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just using a regular camera.
There's also a dolly setup you could use.
Who wants to deal with changing batteries all the time?
Yeah,
Well,
I
Luna,
don't
your
like
job is to question
this bit
orders.
of yeah. Starfleet does not want officers that blindly follow orders. Literally TNG quote.
Thank you, Picard. Are you channeling
I
Picard's
mean,
ghost?
So
that's the
in the
same guy who
TOS era,
evacuated.
that was a change for TNG. In TOS era, they are full on board with good soldiers follow orders.
What is the star date? 2177.9. What is this?
Oh, yep, 5-digit date, very normal.
Picard also evacuates a colony of Federation.
What
Now,
is
is
the
that a
Starfleet?
CGI
Nobody
drone or
knows
is
because
that on
there's never
screen?
actually ever a consistent meaning to them.
So this episode's almost Encounter a Farpoint. We don't know what the space station is, but it's space jellyfish that's not consensually kept.
Look, what does space jellyfish ever do for
Fun fact: Soviet Union had a program to train dolphins and beluga whales
you? I
as
think the
weapons
United
of war.
States had a program for training dolphins, and it didn't go so well.
They were a little
They're probably both
traumatized
working
by
on it.
the blood everywhere.
I think they were
Although,
training them to put mines on ships.
although, dolphins can tear up a great white shark.
Pike looks so grumpy the way he's sitting in that chair, all hunched over.
Also, we had pigeon guided missiles. We developed pigeon guided missiles before electronic guidance systems worked.
You know, we had to read All Quiet on the Western Front in high school, and World War One was the last war we had where horses were actually important. But one farmer, he hears like a wounded horse crying all night from a shell or something, and he has to put it down. Um, but anyway, animals being injured in war was like a main thing.
I
Back
am
in the day.
certain that horses were absolutely used in the war in Afghanistan, and I'm be pretty certain that in the coming decades, horses will be used again
Hmm.
after the nuclear horrors.
Nuclear horse?
Yeah, a nuclear horse.
I like the
Oh, that's some good water CG.
Yeah.
yeah. I also like the bridge main screen like data like that. Because
Z Germans
basically he
used horses
foiled.
extensively for logistics purposes in World War II.
Yeah, I'm sure that. I was about to say.
Yeah.
I'm sure horses played a big role in World War II too,
So
because they could just get in places.
part of the Nazi war machine's problem
Wait,
was they didn't have enough
do they
gasoline.
have cameras built into their armrests that
Yeah.
look up at them like
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Why?
They do apparently.
That's been
Why?
confirmed here.
It's the internal
remember-
sensors, and they're just reconstructing all these camera angles from internal sensors.
Do you remember when Kirk accidentally killed that guy, or like they faked that footage? So we confirmed that they're recording all kinds of angles.
Kirk accidentally killed the guy. You mean the trial for when Spock was
his
taking
friend
Pike
Riley or
to...
something? He was always jealous of him. Lieutenant Riley.
Well, they used that same type of setup when they were doing the episode where Spock was taking Pike to Talos 4.
So the TV show can happen. Fair enough, grinning face with smiling eyes.
Yes, deadly butterfly.
So yeah, we were allied with this alien species, that was training beluga whales for military purposes.
God,
Future
okay.
equivalent of the black
Strange
box
New
on
World is no longer
airplanes.
acceptable. It is now the worst show. Well, second.
You know,
Esper sensitivity.
Oh yeah.
Screw you, Spock.
mhm.
Beto, are you sure you should be getting this close to people? Or I don't think this is really the time, dude. Maybe back up the drone and use an optical zoom.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see how close it is in that shot.
It is really cool how small time YouTube channels are able to just buy a drone and take amazing documentary footage of like landscapes.
Well, there she is. Well,
Also,
there she isn't, I suppose.
I have incremented the reference counter because Spock mentioned Esper ratings.
Yeah.
Mhm. So Manga here confesses to being a war criminal.
I would like to take a drone to Mount Rushmore,
Says,
and
sorry, he says it's not killing someone is not a function of my current job. Meaning he was fine being a warrior. Sorry, what were you saying, Robo?
so behind the monument, there's like this antechamber with all sorts of weird stuff in it, supposedly. But the public, it's been blocked off to the public forever. So I'd like to send a drone in there to see what's inside.
Mega's name is the Ghost. Like,
Yep.
he's a CIA officer, basically. I do not recall.
Yeah.
So when he stabbed that Klingon guy, he deleted the evidence. Very
And it was
Nixonian.
one little murder, and it was maybe self-defense.
It really sucks doing a job that you can't tell anybody about.
Do you have something to confess to us, Robo?
I can't talk about the program I'm working on,
Oh, okay.
so there's that.
You know, I feel like when an artist does a masterpiece, he or she really doesn't reveal it to anybody because it's kind of like,
Oh my god, Beto, you can't just ambush your... Wait, are they dating or just flirting still?
yeah, they are. No, they were boyfriend.
You can't
girlfriend.
just ambush your girlfriend with on camera saying, "Hey, your bestie died a couple days ago. Did you know that?"
Yeah. That
Who
that's
died?
rough.
Some
Her friend
off-screen
from the
rando.
academy.
In the Gorn episode.
Gorn.
You know, again, this
Are the Gorn too lizard-like in this?
in
In the Strange New Worlds
They
portrayal of
were
the Gorn
always
for
lizards. What do you mean?
in
you? Well, yeah,
DC
but
Sound,
like the. Go ahead.
thank you. In DC Sound, we have a scene where the casualties from the Dominion War affect Bashir and Ezri quite a bit. So I like that scene because, you know,
Was it Ezri or Jadzia? Are you
Jadzia,
talking
I'm
about?
sorry. Thank you.
Are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
Jadzia.
in
Yes,
the pale
yes.
moonlight?
Think so, yeah. Yep.
It was Duran.
Yeah,
So
so here too, she lost her bestie.
okay. So you have the TOS portrayal of Gorn, which is a guy in a rubber suit with lizard head, and then you had the Enterprise portrayal, which was just like a
Bad
CG
CGI
Komodo
Jurassic
dragon.
Park.
Yeah. And then you have the Strange New Worlds, which is something in between, I think. I
Good
don't know.
CGI Jurassic Park.
I liked
Yeah.
the drawn in Strange New Worlds in their design.
I kind of wish they were just a little bit more anthropomorphic. Just a little bit. But then the one that they have with Ortegas on the planet, or the whatever asteroid that they're stranded on, is definitely more, probably for practical reasons, more of kind of anthropomorphic, just in a shawl, hide everything, just have the hands and the head sticking out, the feet,
No, but I've skirted
except for
around
the
them
wide
multiple
shots.
times.
So the show's being hilarious here. Have you ever disobeyed an order? Because we know Pike is gonna be going back in
Have
time
I
and
ever
stuff.
disobeyed an order?
For the record, yes, he has. Like with the to rescue his girlfriend from the Gorn, he disobeyed orders there.
Well, Admiral Pike, right? He did give his blessing to rescue Marie.
No, it was explicitly against. Admiral April
No,
might
he
have been
said
personally okay with it, but it was very much illegal.
no. He said officially your orders are to stay on this side of the neutral of the line.
Yeah,
So Pike goes unofficially. Just do whatever you have to.
the officially is the important part there.
True. I also like this kind of documentary
What kind of
style.
question is that, Beto?
Although really it comes from reality shows, so it would have been totally unknown from the time of
Also made the Ortega Gorn more
TOS.
relatable and easier to see as a potential friend, compared to the hostile animal-like Gorn we see in other episodes.
Yeah, I do like that. That's what Star Trek's about. Understanding the other rather than demonizing them.
My God.
See, that's another thing.
The Ryan's Edits YouTube channel does not endorse the use of shock collars.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's
the funny thing is, sorry, go ahead, Tom.
it's very animal cruelty, this episode.
And by the way, circuses and movies which had animals featured in them. Um,
Are you trying to
know,
imply that this episode of Star Trek has some sort of moral message it's trying to get across?
yeah, like maybe we have a penchant for treating lower life forms as lower than us or less than us when
Lower life forms.
yeah, I
Rude.
know. Or it's more they don't have the neural complexity we do, but there's this kind of neuro elitism from that, right?
Sentience elitism.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, after a rainstorm, if I see an earthworm crawling around, I throw him back into the dirt because I don't want him on the concrete. Just wait for the ground to dry up a little bit. But
I vote we steal the EMP butterfly.
I think though, I don't know, I don't mean to moralize here. I think zoos and circuses which feature animals is kind of messed up to put an animal in a cage for entertainment. Like I said, there is some value to zoos in terms of research and stuff, but
So this is
it comes from
definitely
the
illegal what Beto is doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so lucky he's not in jail after this episode. Or in New Zealand.
Yeah, he's probably
Beautiful
he's
New
probably in
Zealand.
a rehabilitation facility. You know, there was a lab of chimps that was no longer needed for medical purposes, and they basically had them in the equivalent of chimp jail. And when the animal saw his trainer
Penal
after
Colony
like 6 months of
BR4ZL.
being in a penal colony, basically, he thought that the trainer was going to rescue him, and he basically just stopped eating after when he realized that he wasn't going to be saved. And so the article that I was reading just showed that we measure sentience in terms of intelligence, but why not in the capacity for like suffering, pain, pleasure, familial relationships? Maybe we're looking at the wrong thing if we try to see if animals can talk.
And I have Star Trek commentary. So La'an missed her shot terribly. It wasn't even close.
Yeah,
Isn't
it
that
was.
the one thing
Yeah.
she's supposed to be good at?
It really seems like she's gotten
It's
a
just
little
the
too
sensors.
reliant on the computer aiming system.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you let the AI do your thinking for you. As soon as
True.
it goes away, you don't know how to do anything.
Now, that happens a lot in the real world, where you're trying to push someone out and you just grab the camera and push them out. At least it's shown in real world footage. But here it actually makes sense because she's physically pushing the drone out of the way, which he's not holding.
Okay, I
Ah.
thought she was pushing him out of the way.
No, that was the drone that she's touching.
Oh, I see.
Ooh, Lon going full Worf here. Immediately to the murder strategy.
The graphics are very much like Discovery, because remember that transworm that Book had with him? It's a lot like that planet. There was a lot of butterflies on that planet too. We also had a butterfly planet on Discovery. So this thing's more like a moth.
Butterflies and moths are the same thing, though.
Yeah. Moths are ugly though. That's why we're not particularly concerned about them. There's another theory about animal conservation. Cute animals, they'll never go extinct. It's like the Rigelian slugworm that you have to worry about. Like pandas will always have our attention. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I don't think you have a girlfriend anymore, Beto.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Sarah,
I was in
is
a journalism.
Starfleet, is space itself a one-party consent state?
Mm-hmm. I was in a journalism boot camp, and one of the girls in our team, her cousin was like in the U.S. Army at the time, and we were in Iraq, and like we straight up asked him what he what he thought about a recent massacre of Iraqi civilians, and his eyes just went like glazed over. Good thing it was a small thing, but it is weird when you ask somebody to be like the spokesman for the whole military when they're not. That's just your girlfriend, you know? How is she going to be responsible for Starfleet putting a shock collar on a creature?
They are doing some good Starfleet stuff here by trying to communicate with it, but at the same time, like you're still trying to take a weapon of war to people. Like, come on! I don't like this episode of the fundamentals. Starfleet, why are they fucking doing this?
Oil.
Weren't they on a double secret mission to actually free the animal?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
They're going to
That becomes a
decide to
mission.
free it later, but that wasn't the mission.
Well,
and it's quite explicitly
from
said that it wasn't because I wasn't particularly happy with it, but agreed with my decision in the end. They went all the way around the the creature. You can see the Enterprise behind it.
And the first half of the episode is we are going to strictly follow orders. Hey, Galileo! Shuttle. It's a reference.
Yes,
I
it
think
is the
you'll
Galileo.
find that
Woo!
the government has done all sorts of horrible, shady things.
Oh, I'm aware, but Starfleet isn't supposed to.
Well, we had a whole series about it.
That was just
Come
Section
on.
31. They're a rogue agency. They're not part of the
Rogue.
Federation charter.
They're not rogue.
It is funny how the CIA has all kinds of like hidden
Those are some good
features in the budget.
foreheads.
Yes. These are great aliens. I agree, Ryan. Good observation. It's a nice ship too. It's like a Ferengi ship meets a triangle ship.
Oh no, Spock's dead. Totally. That's the end of the show.
Oh no, Nurse Chapel.
No, I like this too because look, if you're gonna criticize the military, you should also understand that
This is
the work
my
they do.
R.I.P.
consistent
Chapel.
complaint with prequels.
Mhm.
A nitpick, I guess, really, is that there's no stakes because they survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
Well,
I
I mean,
feel
by
like
the way,
the
Pike,
question of how is interesting enough.
right? And by the
Yeah.
way, for Pike, he
That's
is a
fair,
prequel
Ryan.
to a
I didn't think of
prequel.
that.
No, but we also know Pike will never die. Like even if they're in like an abyss black hole, like there's no way Pike is gonna be
But how does he
turned
get out of the
into.
black hole?
Okay, yeah.
Caprica managed to get around that.
Oh, so I did like this too. We
You see,
hinted in the
because
singing
Vulcans are much
episode.
more reliant on their brains than humans. That's why he needs to be in the healing coma. Making a lot of assumptions for a giant space butterfly you didn't know existed yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if I trust your diagnosis, Mbenga. You don't know this thing.
Space butterfly is life. Space butterfly is love.
Wait a second. That view we just got through the camera. Is this where they had their big fight with
Yes,
Klingon dude?
precisely where. Precisely where.
So there's a camera
Yes.
pointed to. All right.
But remember, the video footage was deleted. We think somehow. So Starfleet isn't military because militaries do cover up their work, their criminal actions of their soldiers all the time.
That depends.
I'm every military has done so. I guarantee you.
That is
Oh
an
yeah,
interesting.
yes, they have. But what I'm saying, it depends on whether or not it can be traced back to their commanding officers or not. And if it can, then they cover it up. But if it can't, then they throw the soldier under the bus.
Gotcha.
Oh, this was a rogue soldier acting alone. Whoop.
Yeah. But the photo that she showed was interesting because that's a practical prop, but it is made to look a little bit futuristic.
So, in the episode where they're all singing, Orua shows that she's a little psychic too. So we're building up on that a bit. Some of us have higher aspirations.
Look at that! Look at that photo. They printed it on some interesting card, slightly translucent.
Some people have higher Esper ratings than others. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's just like IQ ratings.
I
Which
denounce
is
you.
bogus too.
Yeah, which is equally bunk.
Which is also bogus, but yeah.
You don't think IQ is
No.
Pike
thing?
seems to be a death sentence for horses. This is a second horse that he's had to put down.
Man, that's tough. That's so depressing too. Please, I mean,
So what's the argument against IQ?
It was never intended to be used for what it's used for. It was literally just intended to be a how are my students getting on in my class?
It's
Are
like
they
they
doing
printed
great?
it on
Cool,
the
then
back
move
of
on
a
to the next
glass plate.
class.
oh, but the IQ
And
is
it's for primary
reevaluated
school students.
for every generation or whatever. So it's like you can be 100 average, and it's way different than 100 average from 1960. So if it's all relative, it's all made up.
Also, hang on. Did Pike say he put down a horse?
Yes,
He
two,
Yes,
said that,
second
the
right?
time,
second horse.
Okay, so he put down 2 horses.
which is a lot.
So horses don't get the blinky light?
Horses don't get that blinky. The
They don't
horse
get
is rolling around
the
in
magic,
a big
the magic biome
chair.
treatment? No, not that blinky light.
I
The
don't know.
one where you wave a blinking light over their broken bones or whatever.
Oh, I thought you meant we'd have him like in the Pike
No, don't put a
chair.
horse in the beep chair.
Beep beep once if you want hay. Beep twice if you want water.
It's just equine medicine has not advanced in the last 300 years.
Yeah, they get out an old gun and they shoot him when they have a broken leg.
I can't.
Not even a phaser,
Imagine.
just
You can't imagine having to putting down your own pet.
A bolt action phaser rifle.
I do like watching real war documentaries, but
You don't say. You. Ridiculous.
the thing is that it's a little raw. It's a little bit too raw. Like I was watching a documentary about the Iraq War.
That
And,
future
there was, like,
shotgun
a-
from Broken Bow.
I was thinking of Beverly's future shotgun.
the future shotgun is just a regular shotgun.
So I mean, I do. So we have
It's
to love
very
Star
brief
Trek
photo.
for this episode
No, we don't.
because the idea. Yes, please. Because the idea is, first of all, being scientists, right? We're always going to want to find a rational, peaceful solution, right? And then that's your military. The people who don't want to go to war, you have a pacifist military. And there's a the Hindu epic, the Bhagavad Gita. The whole story is about the guy who doesn't want to go to war. The god convinces him to go to war, and then that's how you know it's a just war. When the guy who's like, I have no reason to pick up my bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I know that was dense, but I feel like pacifism
Is
is
he
important.
filming
But
his
then we
own
know.
sad face with his drone?
Yeah. See, this is the thing. He's now trying to change his mind a bit. It's presented as the final documentary, so this isn't even cohesive. It reads like a bad
Well,
student project.
yeah. But here's the thing, though. The title is a question, so he's not telling us is Starfleet a military or not.
Okay, but he's going to tell us in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, but that's why we have the crying face, though.
So the message, Beto's message, is that the structure of Starfleet doesn't matter, or what Starfleet represents as an organization doesn't matter, because there are good
Right.
individuals within the system.
Right. And to piggyback off that, TNG was the same point. All of Starfleet was corrupt admirals. It was only Picard holding the lines on any kind of morality. So, like, if the whole organization is militaristic and one guy is like,
Oh yeah, I remember
A
this scene for
pacifist.
its lack of sense of scale. Let's find out how big this butterfly is, or how small this star is. So it came out of an ocean. It's like roughly the size of a starship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's look at how big it is relative to the sun upon collision
The
with
largest-
the star.
The largest creature in our ocean is 100 feet long, which is the.
It's the size of an entire planet.
So. Look,
Okay,
guys, we're
yeah,
supposed to get a
that's-
graceful.
Very much planet sized. That's like Jupiter sized. Assuming the star is equivalent to our sun. You should
By
not
the way,
have been
so
able to
the
see the butterfly.
military dolphin assassin went so bewildered with pain that it ran itself into a star.
Pain.
Yeah. Very sad though. I mean, the music was very well done too. I mean, we couldn't find a jellyfish mate for it. That would have been nice.
Do it.
Beto, back off. You don't have to cut off people so much.
Do it.
Yeah.
Back up the
He's
camera.
a really
man.
bad documentary creator.
You guys. He's young, okay? This is his first take
The
on politics.
worst bit about this episode is that he's shown in not one, but two previous episodes actively recording footage for a documentary, and very little of that footage is used. The end message of the episode is decent.
I don't like the message. I don't like that the message, at least to me, reads as
when you
shouldn't do anything about a bad system. You should only do something about bad individuals.
Yeah, true.
Possibly, yeah.
Bullions.
It's like, you know,
Don't
there's
mess
a
with a
few
bullion.
rotten apples in every cart. No, the whole cart.
Especially on his birthday.
Do you trust a bullion barber?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, apparently.
It just seems like their culture never had a that career, right? Because they don't have
Possible reference.
Yeah, so
Ortegas
any
has a
bullion who
model of a
chooses the
Boeing
profession is going to be
constellation in
really
headquarters.
into it.
Now, can Anson Mount actually play the guitar?
Can he? Let me Google.
I don't know.
I would ask
something
Mark,
off of his hands.
But...
See, here's another thing, though, right? In defense of the Ortega thesis here, right? Is that the fact that you get to ask the questions and do the Freedom of Information Act and publish the documentary without being censored is what makes it not a military.
Can play guitar.
Yes.
And you can look up information like that. That's what makes it not a military. Because if it was a military, you'd be censored and you don't get to ask that question, and this incident would be covered up.
I'm trying to figure out what wavelength we're looking at the star here in. It's confusing. It's going to be some very high energy.
Infrared. I'd probably say high infrared.
Because, like,
or low UV.
At normal wavelengths, you generally expect the center of the star to be brighter than the edges.
Yes.
You only get the really, really bright corona if you're looking in, like, ultraviolet.
Yeah.
So I guess it could be an ultraviolet image that they just false colored to be more orange.
Yeah. It's also highly difficult to get that level of detail on the star in the visual range.
Right.
I want super sophisticated augmented reality goggles. And I want to be able to see in spectrum that normally...
I don't think there is any camera in existence today that could, in visual light, record that level of detail on the star.
No.
Also, 1 minute to 4.5 Vulcans.
The whole lens thing, you know, like
yeah.
Well, what you do is you have a camera that can record in infrared and ultraviolet, and then you're displaying it in a visible light scale.
Yes, that's what we did.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I want augmented reality goggles that I can be like, all right, UV, and it shows me UV, and infrared, and it shows me infrared. But obviously, it's going to be displaying it in a way I can perceive it. I want Geordi's visor.
Well, I mean, you can get something like that. It's just not going to be in the same display. Like, you can get the not night vision goggles, but those different kinds of goggles.
No, the
that like flick between
augmented reality. I'll send you a video. That does exactly what I want it to do.
All right, 5, 4,
There's a-
3, 2, 1, play.
A guy built a proof of concept with a Quest 2, and I was thinking of trying to recreate this, but Quest 3 exists now.
Hmm.
Also, Quest 4 I think might be coming out next year sometime,
Well, the Steam
or it might be
frame
delayed to 2027.
that's coming out next year. The Steam Valve's
Yeah.
headset. It has
The problem I
an
have with the Steam frame
expansion
is the
slot.
pass-through cameras are black and white.
I know,
Hmm.
but it has an expansion slot.
You
so
yeah,
you
you
could
can
put
expand it
a
later
fancy
on.
new camera on it.
Right. So my thought is I wait until either there's a good expansion or they have the Steam Frame 2.0 with the camera color pass-throughs.
On the note of gaming, Jennifer English is now an award-winning actor.
Wow. And that is Shadowheart and Mael.
Mayo. Yeah.
I haven't played Expedition 33.
Oh, you should. It won every award that it was nominated for at the Golden Joysticks.
I'm just not convinced that I'll like the combat system. It looks very JRPG, and I do not like
Yeah.
JRPGs.
Expedition 33, what is that?
If you like Final Fantasy, you'll like Expedition 33.
I
If you
don't
don't like
like
Final
Final
Fantasy, then you might like Expedition 33, but your mileage will vary.
Speaking of mileage,
Go ahead.
I had a distinct, roughly 15-20%
Oh, yeah,
drop
go.
in fuel economy, and I'm not exactly sure why. I wonder if when I had my car in for oil change, if the dealership put the wrong weight oil in. So I'm gonna have to have a chat with them. I might have to send a sample to oil analyst. Oil analysis.
So in the 1970s, there's a journalist named Daniel Ellsberg who ran into basically declassified Vietnam files, war files that the government was covering up everything about that war. And the Supreme Court ruled you can't jail a journalist for publishing government secrets.
Yeah, but
And
what if you
that's
really
another
don't
thing.
like them, though?
Yeah. I mean,
Let's
that's
not
being
make it
tested.
weird. Makes it immediately weird.
Spock, what did you
And Spot is there, very awkwardly.
Oh yeah, Captain Patel is here.
Oh yeah, she still exists.
Yeah, she's got the gore and aggression.
She wasn't even in the last episode.
My mileage on this episode varies dramatically.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it as we go through. I do like this first bit.
I like boxing.
She was at the
Oh, they
party,
have
but didn't have any lines.
branded boxing gloves.
Also, Pasalk
Brand.
was her boss in
Everything is
season
branded.
1.
Even these boxing gloves are branded.
Yeah.
Starfleet.
That way, if someone takes them off the ship, and you see someone out,
Can
with
you
Starfleet
imagine the
branded stuff,
Starfleet-
you can arrest them.
Starfleet condoms.
I mean, my city gives
Starfleet
out
toilet paper.
city branded ones.
Wait, no, they use the 3 shells, right? It seems to be a running joke in all the VR Star Trek things, like the Stage 9 and the Voyager recreation is in the bathroom. They have the 3 seashells from Demolition Man. Apparently, everybody has adopted that as the canon toilet paper of the future.
I just noticed the screen behind Spock is actually 2 televisions. That's why there's like a crease. There's a line in between.
There is that, yeah. The four screens because it's actually displaying it, and that's what you can do.
Unfortunately,
They're
the
four
high
screens.
five fell out of popular fashion in the late 22nd century.
Yeah. Even now, I don't think people really do it.
Oh yeah, no. See, in current Star Trek, we don't do that. If there's planetary destruction, they just have to deal with it.
Oh, that's interesting. It changed. It looked like there was 4 screens, and now there's 8
There are 4.
dividers.
Yeah.
The
I see
dividers
4.
have changed.
I see 4. Yeah, you're right. So
Are
it's,
they
it is
real
just one screen
dividers,
instead
or
of
are they
like visually
just
pixelated
an
dividers.
overlay?
Because
But it's weird to have it as an overlay.
Oh, they're not
Yeah,
real
right?
dividers. No, because you can see the image still through them. They're like thin black
Right.
tape over it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There's still it's just one big TV that they put lines on.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. Because I never noticed a line in the middle before.
See, now I do like this scene. The one change that would make the episodes 1,000 times better is after
Anson
this.
Mount be better at acting.
Well, true, but also if Spock just went up to them and did a mind meld on them to regulate their emotions for the duration of the mission,
Right.
then everything after that mission makes complete sense.
By the way,
Or almost
that
everything. We made a couple of changes.
That fall was great acting, Ryan. I'm gonna
Yeah.
disagree with you there.
He's bad at
He did the
acting like
best
a
fall.
Vulcan specifically.
Okay.
Also, Nurse Chapel, she said, we're pretty sure we can reverse it. She probably should have tested it on one person before the entire senior staff.
I think they use the technique that they learned from the aliens that turned Spock human, right?
Yep.
The Kevorkians.
The what?
Mhm.
What did you call them?
I did get it wrong.
Did you call them the Kevorkians? No, that's the race that euthanizes people.
Yeah, that's the doctor who was killing people.
He was doing assisted suicide. He lived in my
I
backyard.
love this quote.
I'm very familiar with Dr. Kevorkian.
1990s.
He would go to Ramshorn. He
Last
would order
July.
toast burnt.
I mean, that
So
she
what
went
we
a
need-
long time without LSD. Good for her.
I mean, it has no effects on her, so she's just like, oh, what's the point?
Title drop.
Does it have no effect on her?
Yeah. She just said
I
she
would-
had
Wait,
the
hold
same
on.
issue with LSD.
I didn't realize this till my second viewing. The 4.5 Vulcans is a diss to Spock because
Yes.
Yeah.
he's
Yes.
only half.
This whole episode is just them being racist to Spock.
Yeah.
By the way, I know not everyone's gonna love it, but I do love this scene.
It's fine.
Is that classical music?
But yeah. I
This-
just
This is the walk-in intro we never knew we wanted.
he's got a lurper for no reason whatsoever.
He's ready to go pon far.
Oh, Spock's
But
bringing
yeah,
his yoga back.
this would have
That's
been
nice.
so much better if they had just done the mind meld for the mission and regulated their emotions, rather than somehow biologically their emotions have changed, even though that's got nothing to do with anything.
Couldn't we also have just put prosthetic ears on them?
Hmm.
This seems
No,
like
they
a
talked about
very
the
extreme
sensors.
way to do
No,
this.
they did explain it and said that the sensors were too strong, such that if they
Okay.
did meet anyone, they would immediately know.
I do like the premise though, because we have to follow the Prime Directive strictly.
Okay, if it was that easy of a fix, maybe we could have just beamed down Spock by himself.
Yeah.
No, Anson. Incorrect enunciation.
Yeah, he's doing it way too aggro.
It's too much.
No, this is hilarious though because, well, it's basically what neurotypical people think when if you were autistic, you just have the superpower. You just don't understand. Your brain's on overload all the time.
I also dislike the idea that Vulcans are just that much better than humans. I mean, it is some semi-canonical, but still.
Okay, and also as somebody
I
Sorry.
saw something actually, Eriv, you mentioned. Um, so basically, neurotypical people often complain like, why can't you just do this accommodation for normal people or whatever? And it's like because the atypical people are constantly accommodating neurotypical people to the point where it's exhausting
Yeah.
every day, all day. And it's like they act like one little thing is a massive inconvenience for them. And it's like, do you realize that I go home and like sit in the dark into the quiet for like an hour to decompress from all the masking I had to do? So shut the
Sorry.
fuck up.
Right. No, it's true. By the way, I love his enunciation here too, because we got the
It's not Vulcan though. It's different, but it's not Vulcan.
it's
Enterprise should
choppy.
still have had a
It's called
extended E on the end, for
okay.
example.
So here's the thing.
The Enterprise.
As somebody who likes watching C-SPAN, and on weekends we get book TV, which is like they interview
Nobody
book
likes
authors and
watching
stuff.
C-SPAN.
I love boring television,
I
right?
don't believe you.
I feel like this episode's making fun of people who like dry history books and dry topics, like ancient history and stuff like that. So, I'm a little offended at this episode because it's like, oh wow, the driest material is all of a sudden endlessly fascinating. And, like that's not how it is. Okay, we have to slug through it just like you do. We just put in the work. Okay, I like Supreme Court decisions. I like reading dissents too. I love reading a Supreme Court decision from 1954 that gave us our Miranda rights.
Thanks, Miranda.
Yeah.
Who's Miranda?
She
That was probably the last name of the person.
Yeah, the cops threw this guy in the back of a car for 9 hours, and they made him confess to a rape. And he said, like, they'd never told me I had any rights. And they were like, well, we never told him he wasn't free to leave. And it's like, well, he was in the
Miranda
back of a
Wright.
police car for 9 hours. So that was a lot of, coercion. You should have told him you could leave anytime. So anyway, but also a new one. New
Ooh, a
decisions
ring
are fun too.
system.
So yeah. But anyway, this episode makes it look like it's easy to be like brilliant. Not bragging here, but it's not easy. Okay, like you
Yeah,
sacrifice.
see, I hate this explanation. Just have Spock mind meld with them so that their emotions are stable. It doesn't make sense to have any biological effect there.
Why does he have like the
Yeah,
most pronounced ears I've ever seen on a Vulcan? Like hooked around like a
th- this is,
goblin.
this is a comedy episode, so you're designed to.
The
And the
His
ears are
haircut
prosthetics
is
look
more
proportional to
really
hair
good in
height.
HD. I do have to say that.
Yeah,
The
they're
prosthetics
Why
look
did their
really good in
clothes
HD.
change?
Well,
because they're
that
leaning
wasn't the
down.
serum. They actually just changed their clothes.
Yeah,
Why did they all choose such ugly clothing?
It's
because
traditional.
that's the traditional Vulcan.
Because Vulcan taste is logical.
There's nothing
Vul-
logical about that.
Vulcans love their epoxy vests.
Gems.
Those are not gems. That is like a resin.
Yeah, it's epoxy. You're correct, but they're designed to be gems.
I bet you they were 3D printed on an Elgu and then just hand polished.
No, I think Ryan's right. That it's an epoxy pour that was just polished.
Oh, well, how do you think they made the mold?
That's correct.
Carefully.
I'll give you a guess. 3D printers now exist.
My
3D printers have
assessment is
changed
that
the
you
game
are in
of
my
literally
personal
everything.
space, sir.
Oh, is this where she like mind
Yeah, melds.
Yeah, this episode is the mind meld.
mind melds him into being
Yeah, so I guess they took so
a
much
good
idea and
boy?
they saved it to be more of a BF. Don't mind meld your BF thing.
Don't alter your
Okay,
significant
but
other.
see, this is how
Janeway just goes
relationships
into the
should be.
subroutines and
This is where
oh, now he
this is
likes
where
Delete the
poetry.
wife.
He's taller. Delete the wife.
this is where I am a little bit autistic when it comes to romance. It's like, hey, I reached out to you and you never reached out back. Like, can you communicate that
So
to me?
that then that was the communication.
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm
lack of
saying.
communication is the communication.
Well, that's what she's saying here, though. He's saying I was visiting editing a documentary. He might just be visiting editing a documentary, Robo. Or she.
No, what I'm saying is if
Yeah.
Hold on. Pronunciation there. He stuttered, so he said lieutenant rather than lieutenant.
Ew.
Right. That's correct.
It doesn't make sense.
I know it is the weirdest thing. We are actively wrong on this one as Brits, but we do it.
Okay.
It's
yeah, and you
tradition.
also like to stick U's in words that they don't belong.
No, you removed the U's.
Yes.
No,
that's correct.
you removed the U's.
Not
Then we
you,
published a
EF.
dictionary canonizing the removed U's, and you guys were like, "Oh, it's too American. Put the U's back in," and they put the U's back in.
It looks nicer with you.
I
does
think
not.
we can all agree that American English and British English need to be abolished, and we start from scratch with a language that makes sense.
Yeah, the captions here are brilliant. It's in a high pitch, in a normal pitch, and then
Aluminum.
imitates beaming.
Uh-huh. I
Love
like
the
this here.
captions.
This is more OCD than it is autism, so which is good too because I mean
It is part
OCD
of
is a serious problem
autism connected to it.
sometimes. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, people just have OCD on its own, and like the need to clean and re-clean something is like something. But they make fun
He
of the
would
joke
not
here,
need to
right?
double clean if you had done it correctly the first time.
By the way, we smell. By the way, apparently we all smell so bad that we have to hold our nose. And this was established in the Spock's girlfriend, parents, in-laws coming over for dinner.
What?
Is this? I mean, does this just show that all
How's-
Vulcans are naturally assholes?
Yes.
That is also the issue.
Did you see Enterprise?
Yeah. I mean, that's where they came up with the smell thing because they never did that in TOS or TNG. But
I love that he has an apron. Who owns an apron? Raise your hand.
No.
This is an audio call. What do you mean?
He's hilarious.
That's the joke. Do you own an apron, Ryan?
I
No,
love
I
this. though.
don't own an
Like, she has-
apron.
I have 7 concurrent experiments going all at once.
I own a machinist's apron.
Kirkovian, by the way, Robo. That's how I should have pronounced it.
Kirkovian?
Protovian, yep.
I
I'm
was
starting to
watching the-
sympathize with the Terran Empire. They've got to go.
Wow.
I'm with Archer.
I'm with Kirk. In DS9, I'm rewatching the final season 7, right? It shows those genetically enhanced people who like are able to like solve for the future and stuff. It is going to be really interesting when we're able to program super intelligence into people like this.
Rude.
The guy who invented the transistor, right, was basically the Turner, right? Alan Turner. Turing, sorry. Alan Turing. I feel like he had an autistic level of intelligence.
Did he
But no, I don't know if he was
self-delete?
officially. Well, he was also thrown in jail for his sexual preference. So
Alan Tudyk, you mean?
yeah,
Alan
No, Alan Turing. Alan Turing.
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 Alan
I don't know why
Tudyk
his
is
name started
the
the same.
actor.
It started the same.
Yes, he had the same first name and the same last initial.
Yeah. But Alan Turing, yeah, he
What's
did
Alan Tudyk up to these
commit
days?
suicide.
Guys,
Voices probably.
But
Oh,
I
he's
love
in
her wet.
Zootopia too.
That was
Nice.
embarrassing.
I love her wet back hair, by the way. Well, I got his name wrong first, though. I said Alan Turner, and then I realized it was Turing.
I was
'Cause
only
he-
half paying attention at that moment as well, which contributed to it.
He was in Andor.
I love her wet back hair. She's also very evil, by the way. So
I love that she's a Romulan.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, sort of. I like everything else about it, but I'm not really sold on the Romulan bit.
But
No, it's great. It's
they're
perfect.
the same species?
It is.
They're
it
all
is, though.
Romulans.
It's
agree.
just it doesn't
It's a
really
mutant.
work
It's
in
a
terms of why.
What it goes to
She's a
show it's
Romulan.
nature versus nurture, right? So Vulcans and Romulans, one species, one is raised to become super suspicious and xenophobic, and the other one is raised to be logical. And it's just a matter
And
of she didn't have the benefit of the Vulcan upbringing, so she just defaulted to Romulan.
It is interesting. Like one of the things about animal domestication, their snouts become smaller, and they also develop white spots.
And Gary in Superman.
So we see
Gary.
we see raccoons actually.
No.
Their
He's
snouts are
not
getting
Gary.
smaller.
He's number 4. 4
So we
is a
think-
name. So is Gary.
This is
Sorry,
hilarious.
talking to chat.
I'm trying to think of literally any full Vulcans who are nice. I can think of 2. T'Pol and Ambassador Saval. I think there are exactly 2
because
nice
he spent
Vulcans.
so much time around humans.
Yeah. It's only
Decades
the ones
around
that
humans.
have human Stockholm syndrome that are nice. All the other full Vulcans are trash.
Who
Like
is
even
the
T'Pau, she started really cool, but then she got all crotchety by the time of the movies.
Yeah.
What happened?
Hey, what about Supreme?
No, it's
Yeah.
true. None of the Vulcans are appealing. You
Sarek?
never wanted to be a Vulcan in Star Trek. Like besides Spock,
If I was to
or
play, it was to be in Star Trek, I would play
or
Vulcan
Sarek.
Sarek, I don't really go for Sarek.
because I'm autistic. So yeah.
I mean, Spock
what
is
about
great.
the guy that they overthrew in Enterprise, who was like the evil Vulcan chancellor? What was he?
Well, he wasn't
He was
very
evil.
nice. Administrator
Even
of
their holy
Loss.
book, Surak, sounds really boring, and their religion sounds like really dry. Like coming from a religion that doesn't allow
And how?
any kind of images or music. Myself.
Lightly cloth. Yeah.
Some slight mutiny.
Yes, all around good guy. The evil Vulcan who wanted war with Andorians.
The evil Administrator of Loss, who is doing a coup for the...
Tuvok?
Oh yeah, Tuvok's cool. I forgot about Tuvok.
That's
Evil
true.
Administrator
Tuvok
who's
is a-
doing
Tuvok is
basically
really
a
cool.
military coup.
Yeah.
Who does the exact same thing, the
Is
exact
Tuvok
same
cool?
character
Yeah.
in Deep
Yeah.
Space Nine as the Starfleet admiral who's plotting a coup.
He's cool even as an ensign in Starfleet. Go
Yeah.
listen to Star Trek Con.
He's
But
he's lived with humans for hundreds of years, or almost
I-
100 years.
Yeah, see, once again, Tuvok's really cool because he spent so much time around humans.
And Patton Oswalt's Vulcan.
Yeah, Patton Oswalt's Vulcan spent time around
We're
humans,
gonna-
so he's great.
We're going to
too.
get him soon. We're definitely staying for the post-credits bit of this episode.
Yes.
Very important.
Oh.
I pressed the wrong button. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, something is very wrong with the audio syncing. Let me try to fix my bit.
Oh, I
here.
like the use the word catastrophic for Catra. Catastropic.
Catris. God. All right, let's see if that fixed
Sorry.
it. Okay, I fixed the audio. It's fine. Everything's fine. More powerful. That's what I say about my dog whenever I let her win a tug of war. You're so powerful.
I do like this bit. This is why I'd say my mileage in this episode varies a lot. Because there's bits like this which I really like, and there's other bits which I hate.
Fascinating.
Romulans.
Wink. Oh, they have a Dyson bladeless fan in the background. Nice. Beto, this is not a healthy relationship dynamic. You can't just change everything about
But
who you are for the girl.
would you
Yeah.
would you agree though it would solve a lot of problems, Ryan, if you could just mind meld your partner and just be like, yeah, we can watch C-SPAN book TV all weekend, or you know.
Did they even mind meld, or is he just being like
Okay.
emotionally manipulated?
No, they mind melded. But the drinking the glass at the same time thing is a little creepy. I will admit that. You're not supposed to be like cultishly like doing behavioral.
Because she's Bluetooth controlling him remotely.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be like mimicking body motions. Okay, this is great though. I always want to see like the Chad getting dunked on by the Virgin.
Yes, I'm trying to just break up with Torby real quick, that's totally normal.
See, Vulcans have that
Okay.
tinge of jealousy.
Who has the
That's
more
that right
logical
there.
match?
Lon.
Spock and Lon dating.
I don't know. When you think about it, great.
Okay, I'm with
men and
her.
women-
20 hours is way too much socializing.
I agree.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I agree. No, I think great men and women, we need to be like doing creative stuff rather than being wasting time with people who are not like up to our level, including spouses and children. I hate to say it.
So Chapel gets exactly 6 hours of sleep a night.
Oh, you need more sleep than that, Chapel.
No, you don't.
No. And by the way,
You do a
extremely
little
intelligent
bit.
people only need a
Poltergeist,
couple of hours.
he
sleep.
brings the ghost.
No, they don't. That's a lie.
Okay. That is like
6
folk-
hours is the minimum safe level of
Yeah,
sleep on
no,
an extended pit
but-
basis.
Not anymore. She doesn't.
8 hours is healthy. Your brain needs
8 hours is what you should be getting.
Yeah.
6
I
hours
get
is the minimum
4
safe.
hours of sleep every day.
And then the funny thing is, right? Oversleeping can make your brain as groggy as
Yes,
undersleeping.
yes.
So you don't
You
want to
need 6
oversleep.
to 8
either.
hours of sleep. As long as you do that, you're fine. If you have 4 hours of sleep, then you are causing damage.
Undersleep, straight to jail.
so
Oversleep, straight to
humans-
jail.
humans-
Undersleep, oversleep.
Humans had bimodal sleep patterns before in
That's the other
industrialized
thing.
society.
Yes. We
You
did
would,
have
you would sleep 4 hours, and then you'd be up for like an hour, and then you'd sleep another 4 hours.
Yes.
And
Yeah, you nap.
and if you completely remove any obligations of getting up at a certain time, you fall back into that.
But we're also supposed to nap throughout the day too, because our circadian rhythm is different than the 12-hour.
I'd also like this scene of her defending Beto, even though it's from a really awful thing of why on earth did you mind meld him into compliance?
I'm not sure about one of
Yeah.
her defenses being, but you can't make him do that. He hates showers. You can't make him shower. That's
Right.
just gross.
Well, one thing though,
Maybe we do mind
and I
meld
learned this
for people who don't
from
shower.
Soma's Twitter. I learned a lot from you guys, by the way. Is that the word idiot is a slur against low IQ
Ah.
people. So
Yes,
Star Trek
it
actually
comes
needs to be
from
called out. Moron as well.
Yeah, they
Um,
come from ableist terms.
yeah, so we're being neurotypical and Star Trek does that in DS9 too. I just saw a Quark or someone saying that.
It's a form of ableism that's become so normalized in our society
Right,
that it's not even thought about.
right. So thank you, Soma, by the way, for teaching me because I have used that slur many a times.
It is hard not to use them. It is hard not to use them because it is so normalized.
Wait,
What?
I just
wait.
think the writers could have done a better
they
job.
Idiot, moron,
Star
and
Trek?
similar
Did they
things.
gain Katras from being Vulcanized? Did we just inject someone with a soul?
No, I don't think so. That is interesting, though, Ryan.
Why aren't the shift lengths 47 minutes, Star Trek writers? You are so close.
So
I was
Ryan,
very surprised to learn who her ex is. Very surprised.
So for future streams, can we all agree not to use that slur?
Why are you
really got
using
one left.
streams plural?
Surely there's some other content we haven't watched. Axonar. Should we start
Feel
watching
free
fan
to go
content?
and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Patton.
I am so done with this. Things are
You know
getting
what-
weird. I just want it to be
What's
over.
Lernega?
It's been 5 years, so fair enough. I
We can start
suppose.
working through Stargate.
I mean, that would be
it's
good.
50% Star
No.
Trek. Like it's
Robo, but
Stargate,
right?
Star Trek.
I don't know how much editing you've done, but like I've always taken music and tried making splices of it. And when you play something hundreds of times in your head, and like that takes a toll on you that you haven't had any new stimulation, but like certain beats to the second or millisecond, it's a lot. Like he needs a break from the channel, not just us, you know? We're waiting with bated breath, by the way, for number 300, for the intakes, because Ryan said we're gonna pause at 300.
Pause is the incorrect word.
Permanently cease and desist.
It's over. It is an X channel. It has ceased to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you've been doing that longer than the watch-alongs. That's how you got your fame. So you've been doing this for way longer than just.
Where did
pandemic.
Spock get his Lerpa from?
What's a Lerpa? Is that the instrument?
It's the big bladed weapon with the
Oh.
big round thing on the other end.
By the way, the Mormon Tabernacle choir is like 700 people as well. So it's
Walmart.
Like, it's pretty incredible. Like, so that line was really well done.
Who are
And
your
by the
two
way,
kids? Like Neota and Beto? What? You know, I'm very familiar with Patton Oswalt, but I've never actually seen him in anything other than this.
Yeah, same, by the way.
And like some skits on YouTube.
Didn't he do some? They do the rap movie.
Is he an SNL guy?
No, he's not an SNL guy.
Oh wait, I've seen him in Parks and Rec. I saw him somewhere else. Oh, poor Doug. Is that like guacamole or just green ice cream?
This is an amazing scene.
It's
You
yeah, it's
guys
basically
are
damn bad.
you guys are riffing on the acting and everything. I think the way she's like, I have to justify myself to the two of you.
I like her in this scene. I really like her in this scene. The other, well, Pike I don't like.
Right. But he's meant to be unlikable though. Like they talk about her, so she's not here. And by the way, she's also begging for her job here. So like, she's in a subordinate position.
Yes.
Okay, by the way, there's a hilarious line here, like, or we got it from the in-laws episode. Like the Vulcans prefer everything without salt to ruin the taste. So this is like the blandest
To ruin the
like cat
taste?
food. Yeah. This is like the blandest cat food you could have
I
right
don't
now.
know if it's to ruin the taste or if it's that they don't care.
No, they mention how it just like all that enhancement is not needed if the food is like
Yeah,
bland
I don't
enough.
think that they're actively doing it to ruin the taste. I think that they don't care.
Hmm.
It's a question of what is the motive.
That was
There we are.
racist, Marie.
Yeah. See, this is why it's a comedy episode. Like, you can't lose sight of the fact that everything's gonna be exaggerated. The stoicism of the Vulcans, Pike's doing a great job.
I have been working my whole life to become a statue on some middle of nowhere planet.
No, here, like speaking truth to power is a very powerful thing. Even your boss, by the way.
Do you think Basalk is just jealous of Pike's hair?
No, but by the way, she's calling it, by the way. So it's like you say you're objective, but you always side with Vulcans. Like, get out of my face.
Oh, she got the promotion and then she decided no.
Yeah.
No,
I've
she
got a
hasn't gotten
different
the.
future.
Oh my god.
Well,
But she
yeah.
also hurt boyfriend's feelings. She
She gets the
insulted his
promotion this
cooking.
episode, right?
Yeah,
And
she just
Pike's so
hasn't yet. But soon.
Pike so wounded takes his dish back. Like, he's such a great actor. Please, guys. Please. I feel like we're watching a different show sometimes.
If you say so, Patton.
They become teenagers when they're with each other.
We could inject you with the Kirkovian Diveronian serum. Try to make him a human that way.
That is a good point, because even when Ducat became a Bajoran...
Only surgically, though. He wasn't actually
True.
a Bajoran.
True, he failed the DNA test. This is a great scene here too, because we should be scared of her.
Maybe we should stun her?
This the second, like, Uhura punched him in the face before, and now she's gonna knock him out.
I do love this scene. I love it. I know I've
It's
said I
comedy
love or
gold.
hate scenes a lot. As I said, it's a very, very mixed episode for me.
Comedy is a hard thing to nail, and I'm just saying the past two scenes we're doing it with the Patton Oswalt and this, and even the Marie and the Pike. We're nailing the comedy
Yeah,
here.
it's the reason why the episode is so frustrating to me. Is because the core idea of the episode is fantastic. The execution is awful.
And by the way, the ship looks beautiful too. Not to talk over you so much.
3 times the strength of humans, my guy.
I think,
Yeah,
like this control room and getting his ass.
I love
whipped.
this.
Yeah.
Lieutenant.
Maybe we should call security? But she is security. My god, what do we do?
Yeah, that is the difference between a bully.
Gross.
Oh, behind Scotty are a modern version of the light tubes.
The Tucker tubes?
Comedy gold.
Yeah, that works. If you don't have a phaser. Seems like a good
By the way,
strat.
I know it's like the third time saying it, but I just think this is a beautiful set. It's the 360ness. We see very few sets on.
Also,
other
she's
Trek shows.
Sorry,
definitely
I love
dead,
that
right?
ends as well.
Yeah, no. I think he put a couple of volts on it. That's all.
Is Todd
Just
here
a-
in reference to Todd Jones?
No, clearly
Mm.
it's a reference to Doug Forsett. Yeah, kinda, Chris.
Yeah, it's not great.
Mm.
See, that would have worked if the reason why that was happening was because he had controlled their emotions temporarily, and then they lost control of their emotions.
Yeah, they weren't prepared to handle the Vulcanness of being a Vulcan.
Well, maybe you could
Yeah,
send a
she
brief
hasn't-
message to Corby.
So yeah, she hasn't been sleeping because she's been so hung
The
up on her own
cinematography on this net scene is
Mhm.
fantastic.
Mhm.
There's a whale or something. There's probably a whale because they don't exist at the moment.
Up down there,
There's
yeah.
a
Is that
beluga.
like a? Was that a dolphin?
That's a
That looked like a
beluga.
dolphin. Was it a beluga?
Yeah.
How big are belugas? I thought they were bigger than that.
Belugas are bigger. Yeah, belugas are bigger. Sorry.
Yeah, the beluga is what they went back and got, so it can't be a beluga.
Okay,
No, they went back to
belugas
get
are like
humpbacks.
15 feet
Oh,
long,
humpbacks,
so
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
not a beluga.
But belugas are white, so that's why I thought they were belugas.
Hmm.
But anyway, it's cetacean Alps, so it's
Illogical.
cetacean. That's all we need to know. I love her outfit, by the way.
Hmm.
Aggressive.
It serves no
Adversarial.
purpose.
Why is the combat green? Or
Because of the lighting.
clear? Clear. Okay. I
Very
see.
blue lights reflecting over the
Okay,
gold.
I see. Gracias. It's a beautiful scene.
Very
It is
echoey
great,
for the
it's
size
really-
of this room.
And they have like a disco ball going too.
Oh, they're playing a
The
little
yeah.
riff on the arena theme.
Yeah.
Good observation.
I love the cinematography going from set to set. It's fantastic. And the motion
Yeah.
continuity is fantastic.
Amazing. And the what is it? The exposure rate, FPS basically.
Yeah. And nowadays in dancing,
like a
fight dancing is
dance.
fantastic.
So right, most fight scenes are choreography. They just
Wait, she's human again?
In
Yeah.
their dream, yeah. This is our capture.
They're also playing the theme when they had the Love musical song. A little bit. Like the motif of it. Or
And
was
just
it?
how well
Dance
both of them can
karate.
dance. I mean,
Mhm.
she is a good dancer because that's her background, but Ethan Peck
Yeah.
doing those
No,
lifts. He's in shot, so it's Ethan Peck doing that lift.
and he's
Also
catching
known as
her like
fuck-fighting.
perfectly too. So
No.
Yeah. It is
I
fantastic.
miss the days of TNG where
Mhm.
it would be Brent Spiner saying something to a character, and then it cuts to a completely different dude that doesn't look anything like Brent, like running around.
No, you're right though.
In,
I mean, they
in
would have done
Android
that if
face?
they would have
I
done
missed-
that if Ethan Peck couldn't actually do it. But
yeah,
the
yeah,
fact
that's
that
what I'm
he's
saying.
able to do it is impressive.
I
But
missed the
even
fact
if
that he
they
was able
did
to
use a
cable
stunt
her.
double, we probably wouldn't be able to tell. With TNG, it's
True.
extremely obvious.
They could just do a face replacement post.
Right.
In TNG, it's literally a
No.
Brent Spiner mask
But you know his
or just
his
white face
graceful,
paint.
The way he was like gracefully like just holding position while she was like roping around him, basically, was amazing.
But in dance, when it comes to dancing, the person being lifted is that's what
Mhm.
people tend to think of as the challenging bit. But actually lifting someone and holding them and supporting them is
Mhm.
also
Mhm.
really, really, really hard.
Skillful, yeah.
Turns out people are heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're mostly water. Just imagine a
Oh,
big
good.
sack of water,
So we undid the
5
mind
foot
melt.
10.
Ugly
'Cause,
bags
you
of
know,
mostly water.
I don't think we've
Yep.
ever seen anyone recover from a mind melt so quickly. Like you're supposed to be, he should be saying "live long and prosper" for like at least 10 weeks.
It is illogical to wing a first date, Neota.
Do you remember Picard when he mind melded with Sarek so Sarek could complete the mission?
Mhm.
And he was like in his room in the dark, like spouting random nonsense.
I personally like this scene. I
Must
think Sean Parrott didn't like it as much as
Spock.
I did. But I personally like this scene.
And it's very well filmed.
Their plates, when you could tell when they put it down from the sound it made, their plates are made of plastic.
Mm.
That's weird.
No, this is really well written. I want to give us an award to the show for that.
Patel, angle the camera down just a little bit. You're not quite in frame.
Yeah, you said F off, basically. You're a racist Vulcan.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's not really going to take the job.
Yeah.
You
You have
guys,
to,
you
you
guys
have to
are
go with
party
that number 2 selection.
we couldn't have had the moment of optimism.
He was on time. I was early. Of course.
This loser's back. Sorry.
I love Corby. Come on. Leave him alone.
Just look. Spock is a better
This is a
cat
reference to TOS.
than anybody you could think of. No offense.
The
Just-
second time that Chapel makes Play Meat Soup in TOS, it also tastes horrible.
I'm not telling you who to
Oh,
like or who
okay.
not to like, but Spock's a better catch. Ethan Peck's a better catch too. But anyway, let me just keep my opinions to myself.
No, get the bonk with the horny stick. No. Bad.
That does not look like soup exactly. That looks more
It
like
doesn't look like plo mix soup
like
either.
brownie batter.
Yeah, that was more like purple sauce, applesauce.
That looked like the beet was it beet goulash or not goulash? What's the borscht? It looks like borscht. Looks like borscht. It doesn't look like plo make soup. Plo
It
make
was
soup
definitely not plomeek soup.
appears differently
When was the last time
Yeah,
you made
in
plomeek
different
soup?
iterations. But that definitely looks like
Plomeek soup's
borscht.
like an egg drop soup color, you know?
No, it's always been red, but it's sometimes it looks like tomato soup,
Yeah,
sometimes it looks like
yeah.
squash, sometimes it's more clear, sometimes it's more
Sometimes it
opaque.
looks like
There's
sweet
no
and sour
chunky on top.
sauce.
It looks most of the time it looks like a rustic tomato soup.
But there's herbs on top too.
But in
It's
TOS it
the
definitely had a
Hasparata Vulcan
very
cuisine. Nobody's ever quite sure what it is.
saturated magenta color.
I guess we should take off a reference for that one because you were not authentically referring to plomeek soup in any sense. Well, you know one thing though, they mentioned it is hot. Even though there was no steam coming out of it, he says it's hot. So plomeek soup is hot. Correctly served.
Is it
It,
so do
it
they have
really
like a
looked,
version of gazpacho where it's plomeek soup just cold?
it really looked more like gelato or sorbet.
I think it looks like borscht. Have you seen borscht? You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Borscht?
borscht is a meat soup, right?
No, it's beets.
Okay.
All beets.
Does
Pure
La'an say
beets.
lieutenant?
I'm gonna put a picture of
I don't
borscht
know.
in general
Robo
chat,
did.
and you can.
Yeah, you did.
What's that?
You did.
Does
You did.
Lon-
Oh, that's the plomeek. And that's
Oh,
the
hey,
borscht.
Patton.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of jilted lovers, I like that
Here's
they did
Yet
this tastefully.
another heterosexual relationship.
But it is interspecies.
True, true. Also, he's a non-racist Vulcan, so we should give him props for that.
Yeah.
He's actually culturally curious and respectful, and he tells Spock, "I wish I could like learn about
I
humanity."
don't
the
know
way
if I
you
would
do."
describe it as curious and respectful as much as obsessive.
Mm, no, but remember, he affirms Spock, right? He says, "Like, I wish I could learn about humanity from your lens."
There's
And
a
Spock's always
moment in there which
covering.
I also don't like of, I could get used to drinking. No, stop it. Stotty is a drinker. Let him drink. He drinks.
Well, now he does, after being
But it doesn't make
introduced to the
sense to
concept of it by
introduce him
Captain
as
Kirk.
get it to drink. He just is
Scotty
a
has
drinker.
always been an alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's part of his, the stereotyping of Scottish people, right?
All right,
mean-
so everyone hold off on clicking off because we need to get to the Doug post-credit sequence.
Yeah, we do.
The dark post credits.
Doug post-credits.
Is there always a post credit sequence that I'm not
No.
aware of?
No, just for
Maybe
this
he
episode.
just didn't like scotch, or he was being ironic.
Have there been other ones?
I don't know. Here we go. Just Doug learning about human stuff.
Wow.
You couldn't actually commit to doing it, Spock. It is. Yep.
Yep. It is a fun scene.
Well, a little bit.
300 words a minute is good enough to absorb a book.
Because you are too slow.
Ah.
fact-
We don't really.
know why.
See, I don't think Spock is explaining how to do it right. You don't put it closer together. You remove one of the letters.
Yeah.
I like Patton's
Great
shock
deal of
reactions here.
cheese.
Yes, actually, those are the lowest quality.
You did it, Doug. Congratulations.
He is very
Oh
excited.
my god, he did it.
Much human. Very Doug.
Wow.
You could teach him "tis," which is like old poetic.
Yes, Doug. He is fully human now.
He has been transformed.
Also, I'm pretty sure this wasn't scripted. This is just them riffing.
You know how? All right. Question. So there, you know how sometimes people of Asian descent, well, especially in Asia, get eye surgery to make their eyes look more Western. Do you think
That's
that there's
weird.
Vulcans who are like human weebs who get their ears made to look more human?
People do that now. But humans making themselves with pointed ears.
Vampire teeth, as well.
Right. I'm
Which
saying
I don't
think
need to
of
make
those
myself with pointy ears.
Vulcans who make themselves look human,
That would be
not
illogical.
humans who make themselves look Vulcan.
That would be too illogical. Alright. Next week, the last stream.
Been a long
We're doing now. Shut up! Be silent and keep your forked tongue behind your teeth. Next week is Terrarium, which is the episode with the old Gorn lady. Gorn besties. And then the season 3 finale, which is bad, but we're gonna watch it. New Life and New Civilizations. No, you didn't even get the words right. No, the stream is over. Everybody go away.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, chat.